La 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 la.
She says, hi, Denny and Rich. She says, sounds good.
Oh, good.
She said we sound good.
That's good because we're probably.
Oh, we're up! We're up!
Oh, go ahead, Denny.
We're up! Where you at? He's back there. We're up.
I decided not to be on the show today.
Yeah, No notice. Here, Denny, you're running the show. Oh, you okay?
You can do it. You can go.
Nah.
All the tools.
Army Buckles.
All the tools are right here.
Where's Rich Army Buckles?
Here we go.
Hey, come.
All right.
Already?
Yes. Already, Denny. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Rich is dinging his bells. He's shaking his bells.
Shout out to Ravens Rookery, okay? You guys, Ravens Rookery. That's my buddy down there. Hey, you know where I found out today? I was just looking at Ravens' Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him about this. He lives down in Springfield, Ohio.
Whoa!
Whoa! I'm going to ask him how the dietary items are down there.
Yeah.
There's a wink.
Do you avoid Chinese restaurants down in Springfield?
So, yeah, Springfield. So
actually, I guess it's maybe Haitian restaurants.
I don't know, but I'm going to see. We'll investigate. We'll do a little investigation with Raven. We'll see what's going on. We'll get the true scoop. And you know what? It's funny that we said that. We're getting the true scoop today. We're going to try to get the true scoop because somebody said one thing, right?
Yeah.
And then other people are saying this, so you don't know what's true, and it's kind of the theme of today's show.
Really?
Foreshadowing. I said foreshadowing, Danny, not anything else bad. But wait a minute, wait. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm done.
From the Grand Poobah in Connecticut.
Oh.
Grandmaster Pinto.
Grandmaster Pinto is in the house.
He says we need to say hi to his sister Kim Pinto.
Hi, Kim Pinto.
And the mama Pinto herself, Nana. Nana Pinto.
Nana Pinto.
Nana Pinto.
She's watching. The Pinto.
The one that raised Mark.
Well, you did it. Hey, you did a good job.
Yeah, you did.
You did a good job. A great family. We appreciate the Pintos.
That's what they do.
They do. They're great fans. They're great. They do a lot for us, and they're great supporters. And we love them. That's what I'll say. We love you guys.
Hey, and I want to say hello to Lisa too.
She's probably at work.
Yeah, she's probably working.
With all those ladies that she needs to bring them in here, and so they can see us. So,
Raven's on.
Raven,
how you doing, buddy?
That's okay, Raven. Are just shout it. Raven, you're gonna have to do some investigation for us down there in Springfield. We want to know about those pets. We want to know what the scoop is down there.
Kirk has joined us.
Kirk is aboard. Kirk is aboard. Chad Bunny Show and from Nutty's Treehouse. Thank you very much.
Leave his balls alone today.
Yeah, I moved the glove. The ball's right there. The ball sack.
There's a lot going on back here today.
Yeah, we're fully maxed today.
Hey, but we do have small balls.
We have smog balls, and Denny, I got something.
I see that.
In the top,
I don't know.
Yeah, top secret there. Denny's already seen it. Look, people, I'll give you a little taste. What would you do if you seen a safe inside a sealed box? You know there's something in there that's deadly, right? And later...
looks like you can't put anything in it, though.
Well, come on, Denny. Don't mess with the props. Don't mess with the props. People at home don't have to know that that's a kid's safe, okay? But if it looks cool like this, right?
Yeah, it does.
But we're going to actually crack the safe open later, and there's something very valuable in there that we're going to eat it.
Are we going to blow it up?
No, we're not going to blow it up today.
Oh, missed opportunity.
We'll blow something up for Thanksgiving. How does that sound?
Huh?
Or Halloween or Thanksgiving, we'll blow something up. We're due.
Oh, he's got the goods over there.
We are due. We are due to blow something up. So I want to do a shout out today too. Look at this. Check this out.
Kirk says it must contain Fritos, moon pie, and stupid.
Denny said
and a Dr. Pepper.
I wish it did. I like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Check this out, Denny. My grandson Nathan made that for me. That's very hard to do.
Good job, Nathan.
He's quite the artist. He made that for me, so I'm gonna put it on the set here. Thank you, Nathan, for that.
Yeah, thanks, Nathan.
Good job. That's pretty good. Well, that's hard to do. I couldn't even do it. That's painted and stuff.
That's good.
So shout out to Nathan, and I also want to shout out and prayers going out to my son-in-law, Jay Peters, who some of you
Hey,
know,
Jay.
last week he's had a rough situation health-wise, but he's battling it like a champ. Okay, so Jay, shout out to you, buddy. We love you. He's home. He's feeling a little bit better,
Sorry.
I hope. And
He says, well, I don't know how we can move it, but Kirk said the
I
pirate is sort of blocking you.
know. We're gonna take the pirate down in 2 seconds. Okay, here we'll get rid of it because I just put it up there because Mike Mace, okay, our friend Mike Mace posted it's
Pirate Day.
It's talk like a
Arr,
pirate.
don't you know it's
There
Pirate
you go.
Day.
So in honor of
We
Mike
gotta
Mace,
get rid of the Pirate Day.
I take me down.
To
I
the
take
plank with the
too much
pirate.
room. Arr,
Take him to the plank.
All right. So I take him off of there now. So long, pirate.
Oh, so long. Pirate.
Arr, God.
Oh,
You can't
to the
skip.
plank.
Hey, Chad. Let me think you, Chad. Hey, Kirk. Look at me. Hi, Chad. How you doing, buddy? I'd love to be on the Chad and Bunny show. Well, I don't have my hand in the mouth, so I'm not as good as you. But hey, everybody.
Oh,
Hey,
oh. Well, man, I haven't seen this yet. But
what is
is
it?
today Vern's birthday?
Vern's birthday. Boy, you're going down the list faster before you can get over. Happy birthday to Vern.
Kirk. Oh, hey, and Vern's here.
Vern's here. Happy birthday, Vern.
Hey,
Let's sing to
Vern,
him.
my brother.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vern. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, Vern, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Should we light the candle for you, Vern? It's only a stick of dynamite from the Ghoul set. We won't light it.
So.
It's Vern's birthday, but you know what? Nobody sees him. He's probably having a top
well,
secret birthday party Sunday night.
Hey, and if Vern can't be seen, that's a major accomplishment. He's big, man.
We gotta,
Kurt,
hey, here's to you, Vern, for your birthday, buddy. Oh, who else we got? Let's get rid of these.
Oh, we doing the baddies?
Yeah, let's get the bats out of here.
Batty? Okay, well,
So
you
get a little
know,
breathing
this
room.
one's got to be for Kathy.
That's for Kathy.
Oh, man.
This one's for Kathy, also known as Lisa. Oh, I don't forget.
Yeah. That was truly funny. I have to tell you something about that later.
Yeah.
And you know what? She's not here yet. No, we'll save that one for when she shows up.
But this one is for Saturday, which is National Batman Day.
Oh.
National Batman Day. Batman will be celebrating 85 years of Batdom. So it's International or National Batman Day. So, there's Batman. All right.
Let's see. You know, here, from Raven. From Raven. Said there's been bomb threats of state troopers protecting our schools and City Hall. I cannot confirm nor deny any pets being harmed or eaten. In the honest opinion, I think if pets were being harmed, there would be a lot more homicides if pets were being harmed. And then he also says he called off work today to do some BP issues and car troubles.
Oh, no.
He says he thinks the two are connected.
Well, that's a report from our man Raven on location in Springfield, Ohio. More on the story as it develops. Hey, that's pretty good, right? That's a good job, right, Raven?
That is good.
Actually, Raven, and it's written right here, so you know I just didn't make this up. Today's show is actually dedicated to Raven. Because Raven's been having a little bit of a hard time, as we all do, right? We always
This is dedicated to the
one I love. Well, Raven. To Raven's to Raven. But we all have those hard times, those hard days.
Rookery.
Right? Like I have a hard day every Thursday.
Wait. Here you go. I saved it for you.
There she is. I'm winking. I'm giving her a wink.
Miss Amanda. There you go.
There you go. That's
There
what
you
it's
go.
for.
And
But getting a wink
save it
too. Hey, there's a wink for you, Raven. But you know, he's having a little bit of rough time, rough week. We got to get over this hills. We got to get over this humps. And I told him his messages that he posts on Facebook every day at 4:54 in the morning. Oh, very early before he's chasing the cheese. Those help inspire me to sometimes to see that, you know, hey, we're not alone. We're all facing the challenges sometimes, you know. It's not easy. There's always something. Like right now, I can tell you, Raven, and you got the BP and you got your car issues. I got 2 drains upstairs that don't want to drain, and I got a toilet that doesn't like to stop running. So there's always something, okay? I left the home this morning, and when I came back, there was something that had fallen down on my front porch. Why? There's nothing around. It's always something. Life keeps throwing obstacles at us. You know what we do? we keep going. So today's show, and plus because he's a musician and was in bands and stuff, today's show is dedicated to you, Raven. How you like that? That's my buddy Raven. And he's in Springfield, so now we'll get these
Raven
reports.
says he can fix those.
Fix what?
Hey, I don't know. Whatever you were talking about.
What was it talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, you fix toilets?
You're in your toilet. And your...
Drive down here when you get your car fixed and fix my toilet. Stupid thing won't stop running. I fixed it, and now it's worse. So now we're bringing in the pros. We're supposed to be bringing in some pros.
Drax here, too. Not Drax.
Doc.
Sorry.
Doc Drax.
Sorry.
Doc
Sorry.
Drax.
I've had problems with names lately.
Yeah. Speaking of Doc, okay, I gotta let you know, Doc Dread show. I want to shout out to Doc, and Doc Dread's got a lot of shows. He's got a Swamp Theater, which is a new one.
He's a pretty big guy. He's got a lot to show.
He's got a lot. Doc's a hard worker. Doc's Cemetery Cinema on our New York 48 channel. Okay, make sure you tune in with the Mad Barbarian. Cemetery Cinema. He's got a Doc Dread's Trailer Park show that he does, and he's Doc Dread Reviews, which is 11:40 on the Monster Channel. Tomorrow night, he's reviewing the movie Curve.
Raven tells you to check the float and eat less fiber. From what
I checked the float, and it's still
I had
floating.
to use the restroom earlier today, and I can say that Rich has plenty of things floating in the toilet.
Yeah. No, everything's a go, Raven. So everything looking good, but it just will not stop. It's called ghost filling or something like that. So it'll be quiet, and all of a sudden here you go, and then it stops.
Maybe,
and it was supposed to be the flapper. I checked the flapper, I replaced the flapper. Things flapping like you wouldn't believe. Shout out also, Denny, to Haunted Hotel. Look at that. Yeah, Haunted Hotel. Okay, that's from Haunted Hotel. Yeah. From Professor Von Bross from the Haunted Microwave Show. Drac and Karita. Okay.
Drac and Karita.
And I have to let you know this. This is pretty exciting stuff. The 100th episode of Chad and Bunny, okay, is going to premiere on YouTube September 22nd at 7 p.m. on YouTube, the 100th episode. Isn't that pretty exciting? And the following week, on the 29th, at the same time, part 2 of the 100th episode.
Wow.
And that ties into
Good
something.
For you guys.
Ties in to something that I'm going to let you guys know about. An exciting announcement that we got
coming up later
in the show. So that way you can't
little tease.
Leave.
Coming up later, you got to hear the other.
They can't leave. They can't go because now it's called the hook.
That's right.
We got the hook in you now. So, but today's show, Denny.
Yes. Today's show.
Today's show.
What are you talking about there, Rick?
That's done. I'm done with that.
Oh, okay.
That was only Mike Mason.
That's.
Yeah. You better not do that. Let's see. What do I got here?
The voice is needed. Oh, you know what? Maybe a smog ball.
Yeah, have a smog ball.
Yeah, the voice will be needed here in a couple weeks.
I had some water down here, but
we're good.
This will help you out later, though, when we crack this open. I said crack. Get it? Crack. Okay.
Crack it open. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Here's today's show. Okay, I did a lot of work in this, guys. So tune in. A couple things here. Okay. Another shout out to Ralph C. Mayer. Okay, Ralph Mayer. Who's Ralph Mayer?
Yeah, who is Ralph Mayer?
Ralph Mayer is this guy right here. He did this film called Too Late to Pray, starring Ghoulardi, Ernie Anderson, way back in 1967. Okay.
When Ernie is Ernie or Ernie is...
Ernie plays one of the guys that escaped from Alcatraz. That's what he's supposed to be. It's when Ernie left Cleveland, he went out to California. You know, he was making some money and stuff like that, and he was having a good time. So he got together with his friends, and Ralph is one of his friends. Ralph is a renowned, is that how you say it? Renowned cinematographer, okay?
Renowned. That means he's known.
But anyways, they did this film called Too Late to Pray, where basically he's walking around Haight-Ashbury and all that with the hippies and talking to people, and he's supposed to be one of the guys that escaped from Alcatraz. It's kind of a weird movie, but it's not about the movie today, okay? I just brought that up so you kind of get a...
See that? Oh, when you're done.
Yeah, so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about this Ralph Mayer, all right? Ralph Mayer was an Emmy-nominated photojournalist. One of those guys, like, remember Geraldo used to be? Would go behind enemy lines, go over in foreign countries where they had wars and stuff going on. He's all over the world, and he was in all kinds of dangerous situations. Okay, but the interesting thing about it, on one of his travels, okay, at some sort of top secret location or whatever, I don't have the whole scoop yet, and you'll see why. But he actually photographed or filmed some sort of UFO activity. Okay. Whether it was aliens or spacecrafts or whatever, we don't know. But he actually caught this UFO activity on film. And when he brought it to the government, have them look at it, whatever, they ridiculed it. They, did everything they poo-pooed it, whatever, like that. But what they did do is they slapped a top secret label on it. All right. So, he got shut down, basically. And when I talked to him about it, because I actually was his driver when he was at the Ghoulardi Fest, when he came up appeared at the Ghoulardi Fest, I was his driver. I got to talk to him a little bit about it. He didn't say much about it, but he did allude to this footage. And so I actually did a little research, and I found a little bit more about the story about, him discovering this, shooting this footage, blah, blah, blah. Then it kind of got covered up. So I messaged him about 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, I'm still interested in hearing, more in that footage or, the situation. He only said, not yet. And the man's very old. He's still even alive. I don't know. I haven't checked on him recently, but he's already in his 80s or something, But he said, not yet. Still is afraid to talk about it. So what that tells me is Big Brother's always watching, right? Mm-hmm. I was talking to my buddy Big Will. Everything's big today. Talking to my buddy Big Will a couple days ago. I dropped my wife off at work. On the way home, I had nobody to talk to, right? So I'm thinking, I passed this restaurant. You weren't in the car with me. It was early in the morning. Raven was already at work by that time, and I was dropping her off soon thereafter. But as I passed this restaurant, I thought to myself, well, the name reminds me of someone I know. And then I thought to myself, I wonder if the food's any good there, right? I didn't tell nobody that or anything. Later on in the day, I got an ad from that restaurant pop up on my Facebook feed. The thing's reading your mind. Weird. The phone hears everything. And I wasn't even talking.
Very weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. So it leads me to say Big Brother's watching, okay? So Big Brother's watching, though. Hey, everybody, we're just an entertainment show. Don't take us serious. Yeah. Okay? Don't shut us down.
Sometimes take us serious.
Take him serious. Not me. I don't know nothing. I'm just a big goofball. No reason to pick my brain or brainwash me. See that?
Yeah. That picture's pretty cool over there.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, don't wash my brain. So anyways, now here's the other setup to today's story. Let's call it setup. But I noticed a few weeks ago, I saw that a new film from the JFK assassination has surfaced. And it's a film a lady shot many years ago down there by Dealey Plaza, which takes place exactly right after the shooting. It still gives you a lot of details about what went on, if it's from a different angle. They see different things, like the way JFK's suit was bunched up, could actually explain why the bullet holes don't line up, all these things. And they're asking anybody else that has this footage that's just lying around for that day, because so many people, there's hundreds of people taking footage, right? But there's got to be more film. Every angle tells a story and helps piece together this story. But what that got me thinking about, of course, is conspiracy theories, right? The biggest conspiracy theory is JFK. So I'm thinking, conspiracy theories. Remember when we talked about the moon landing? Was it faked?
Was it fake? Or was it just Memorex?
I think it might have been faked. More I see, but hey. But at any rate, so today takes me back to my childhood, because one of my favorite things back then, conspiracy theory, I'm a conspiracy theorist, I love it, I go down the rabbit hole, was, did Paul McCartney die in a car wreck in 1966? And was he replaced with a fake Paul? Okay. And so that led me to, I was what?
That would make it a re-Paul.
A re-Paul. Actually, it's called Paul. Fake Paul. They call him Paul.
Oh, re-Paul. If you think about it, it's pretty funny.
But I was a Beatles fan, but I wouldn't say I was I wasn't a music fan. Okay. I don't know if you bought records and stuff when you were young. You were probably playing football and stuff. I was a
baseball,
nerd.
But no.
Well, I was in the basement with my music or whatever. But I bought.
It was either a record or a Mad magazine.
I had those two, Mad magazines.
Well, you were rich.
But these records I have.
You were rich.
Okay, you sound like my buddy Del Sanker. Yeah. Everything I do is Richie Rich. But I bought these albums, these Beatle albums.
Oh, look at that.
And the only reason I bought them is because of the rumor that Paul was dead, because these are supposedly the albums that have clues on them. You know, I didn't buy them because, hey, I wanted Sgt. Pepper or, you know, Magical Mystery Tour. I bought them because these are all parts of the clues, and I wanted to see it. So today, we're going to investigate a little bit on is Paul dead and replaced? Conspiracy theory. It's a lot of fun, people. So here it is. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, what's that stuff?
I don't know.
I already talked about
I know, you wrote it.
Here it is. So the rumor is 82-year-old Paul McCartney is actually a lookalike named Billy Shears, also known as William Campbell. Okay. Paul actually died when his car skidded into a pole on an icy road on November 9th, 1966, when they were actually doing some work on a supposedly, allegedly, we don't know for sure because it's conspiracy theory, but they were working on Sgt. Pepper, and he got mad and he stormed off and took off in his car in a rage, and then he slid into his pole and got killed. Okay. The Beatles, fearing this would affect their popularity, okay, decided to use a fake Paul, also known as Fall. Or Repaul, as Denny calls it. Later, they began to feel guilty about duping the public, so they began to post clues, supposed clues in some of their music and their album covers, all right?
The Walrus was Paul.
So, the most famous example is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album, okay? There it is. All the famous people are gathered around, obviously, at a funeral, right? Okay. Let's see, there's at a funeral. The younger Beatles are all in black. They're mourning. They're looking down, they're mourning. Paul's actually got his hand on Ringo's shoulder. Why that matters, I don't know. On the other Paul over here that you see, Paul, there's actually a hand above his head, which is also like a Hindu symbolism for death. All right. You see that, Denny?
Now, when you're done, I want to look at it.
Okay. See what else we got there. A guitar-shaped wreath, a left-handed face-shaped wreath is lying there, facing to the left, because Paul, as everyone knows, is left-handed. All right. Inside the album, Paul is the only one sitting cross-legged while everybody else is standing in the picture.
How can you tell? Oh,
you see his legs. Okay. That's why. That is once again another, whatever sign of being dead, is sitting cross-legged, or what do they call it, crisscross applesauce now, right?
Crisscross. Where's he at?
Where's he at?
Yeah, he hasn't showed up.
Oh, crisscross. I don't know, but he's having applesauce. If you look on Paul's jacket too, he has a patch on it. It says OPD. That means officially pronounced dead. Okay, officially pronounced dead. All right, cool stuff, right?
Wow.
Another. The picture on the back, okay, he's the only one that's got his back facing them. All right, he's the only one. Another, guess what? Symbol of being dead, right? If you look in the front, this little toy, if you see this doll that's sitting right here, okay, and supposedly he was at a party that night too, another part of the theory, with the Rolling Stones, and they left the party, and that's when the accident hurt. If you look here, there's a little Aston Martin with the bloody back window in it, if you can look real close. Ooh. You got a little Aston Martin. That's the car that supposedly he was driving when he crashed and was partially decapitated, as the story goes. All right. Is anybody commenting on any of this cool stuff? No comments, huh? You guys don't care?
Yeah, they're just listening.
Okay. If you take a mirror, now I don't have a mirror. I don't know how to do this. I don't understand this. But if you take a mirror somehow and you put it in front of this drum set, I guess, somehow the reflection says, he die. He die. And I was going to mirror to do that, but I don't, it has to be, it's not a rectangular mirror. I only have a round mirror. But you put it down there somewhere and it says, he die. I don't see how he die is going to come out of that view, but he die. All right.
This is all actually pretty interesting because I never knew the whole thing. So
even if you read the song here, Day in the Life, it kind of tells the story. He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice the lights had changed. See, they got lovely Rita. Supposedly, Rita was in a car with him, okay? Ooh. And then she supposedly ran away from the accident after it happened. So that's lovely Rita. All kinds of stuff on there. See, and Billy Shears. First thing on here is let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Shears. Billy Shears being William Campbell, who replaced him, Paul McCartney. First thing on here, let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Shears. Now, supposedly, Beatles aficionados will tell you that Billy Shears is supposed to be Ringo Starr. So they all adopted characters for this album. That was supposed to be Ringo Starr, but later we know it went on to be identified as the fake Paul. All right?
See.
Oh, you want to see it? There you go. There you go. You may examine that. All right. We move on. Another piece that talks to him. The Abbey Road album. Okay. Of course, and I got it on the shirt even today. See how I plan things? I'm wearing the shirt even. But the Abbey Road album. There you go. The Abbey Road album. And these are all from when I was a kid. These are vintage because I had to have them because it's Paul dead. I had to see it. On this album, of course, everybody knows they're crossing Abbey Road. All right. They're all walking in procession. As you see, Paul's the only one that's out of step. He's not wearing any shoes. A what, Denny? A sign of?
Death.
Death. Okay. It's supposed to be like this. John was supposed to be the preacher. Ringo the Undertaker. Paul the dead man. George the gravedigger. Okay. They're all walking across there. Another fact, if you look at this picture, a telltale. All right. Paul is holding a cigarette in his right hand, but Paul is left-handed. Paul is leading with his right leg. A left-handed person will lead with their left leg. So is it a fake Paul?
No, I lead with my right leg.
You think you do, but you don't.
No, I lead with my right leg.
I'm telling you, you don't. Well, you might be ambidextrous. Actually, Paul was ambidextrous too, but he was left-handed.
That's from the...
Okay.
Okay.
If you look on this vehicle right here, it's a police van that's usually found at the scene of traffic fatalities. All right. If you look in here, look, a Beetle. Get it? A Beetle. A VW Beetle. If you look closely at the license plate, it says 28IF. 28 if. He would have been 28 if he was still alive. Get it?
Oh.
Another clue. All right. If you flip the album on the back, on the back of the album, you see the Beatles up here on the wall. It's supposedly outside the Abbey Road Studios, the Apple Studios. There's a crack that runs through it. That supposedly signifies the fact that the Beatles have secretly broken up, which is true. The Beatles had secretly broken up by this time. Over here is a series of dots that, if you connect them, can make the number 3 remaining Beatles. All right. Supposedly this girl here, blurred image, is supposedly representative of Rita running away from the accident. That's why she's blurred. And the final one, I can't figure out how to do this. It says, you can try this at home if you have the Beatles Abbey Road album, but it says to tilt the picture to the left and kind of counterclockwise. Oh yeah. And if you look, the shadows like a human skull right here. There's a toilet running. See?
Yeah, I do hear that upstairs.
So that's the Abbey Road album. All right.
Wow.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
You may look at that.
We're going to have a phone call soon.
Okay, well,
yeah, it does.
You'll have to wait till I get to my store. We can't interrupt the clues, right?
Well, he'll sit on hold for a little bit.
See what we got here. I'm pretty good at this. Now, on the Magical Mystery Tour album.
They're coming to take me away?
Right here, the Beatles, right? Here's the Black Walrus. Supposedly, it's pretty evident that that's Paul McCartney as a Black Walrus. Black Walrus in Scandinavian is a sign of
death.
Death, thank you. The Black Walrus. What else do we have from this album? Magic Mystery Tour. On the White Album, okay, which is one of the albums that actually inspired Charles Manson, okay, supposedly, to do what he did in the song Glass Onion, John Lennon actually sings, well, here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. Now, I kind of looked through the pictures in this thing because it came with a booklet, and kind of like, you can see the walrus was not Paul. The walrus was, I think the walrus was Ringo or something, according to the photographs. But you'll have to look through it yourself. But, you know, even John said, another clue for you all, in the song, the walrus was Paul. So there you go. Okay. Now, they didn't stop there, okay? They put some clues inside some of their music, okay? Like I just said on that song, on the White Album, Glass Onion, John Lennon actually says that. Billy Shears. Actually, it was William Campbell, who they selected to replace Paul, was actually selected and trained by MI5, like James Bond stuff, okay? They selected him and trained him because they figured, the Secret Service figured that the grief would be too much for the world to bear that when the famous Beatle had passed away, okay? For instance, detectives that have compared photos from before the date and after have also concluded that it's two different men by the shape of their nose, by the shape of their eyes, their ears. They have also said it's two separate people. All right.
Wow.
All right. And in one video, okay, showing George Harrison reuniting with Paul McCartney at a recording studio, George effortlessly says, "Hello, Billy." Like that. It could have been Joe Perron. We don't know, right? Where's my, in the song, right here. In the song Revolution, in 1968, it's Revolution number 9, the song. If you play it backwards, and I gotta start playing stuff backwards. Play it backward. It sounds like a car crash.
Number 9.
And then a voice says, "He hit a pole. Better get him to see a surgeon." Okay? Later on it says, "Turn me on, dead man."
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah. If you play "I'm So Tired" backwards, it says, "Paul is dead. Miss him. Miss him." All right. If you slow down "Strawberry Fields Forever," it says, John says, "I buried Paul." Now he said, "I buried Paul," but later he tried to claim that he was saying cranberry sauce.
Maybe that's what his head looked like.
Oh, Denny. What's the matter with you, dude?
Holy said he was decapitated.
Yeah, partially, I said.
Well,
okay, what else I got?
very interesting. Interesting.
And then in 1977, the band Klaatu released their album, Klaatu. And actually, who ran out and got it? Me, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly, many people thought this was a missing album from the Beatles from recorded in 1966, before Paul died, and released in 1977. But I guess that was debunked. There's a Canadian band named Klaatu. But I had to have it because, I ran out and got it. It's not that great of an album either, but it's got some songs on there that's kind of like Beatle-like. So there you go. Now, here's the questions that I have. Now, do you think, obviously, if they planted these messages, if there are backwards messages saying these things, okay, you don't have to play the stuff backwards to find out, okay, do you think possibly maybe Charles Manson was a little bit right, that maybe he was getting some messages off the White Album? I'm not saying they said, go kill people or whatever, but if there was messages on the album, right, about this Paul situation, who knows, right? Maybe there was something. Maybe, I don't know. Play Helter Skelter backwards. I don't know. See what you get.
You play number 9, the Revolution number 9.
Yes.
Do it where you have the stereo sound.
Yeah.
Speakers on each side, or get a pair of headphones that are stereo headphones.
Okay.
That it is really freaky. If you wear that and you play that, can hear the song going through your head. It is, it's a spooky song if you listen to it. You gotta, don't listen to it straight. You gotta put a headphones or some good speakers where you're sitting in the middle with the speaker on each side.
And it moves through your head?
Oh, man. I swear it does.
Okay.
Yeah, there.
I have to listen.
I'll
listen to it now because guess what? I'll probably run out and get it now. Thanks a lot, Denny. Okay, well, we go. And here in this CD called Paul McCartney, Memory Almost Full, okay, which is going to be one of our giveaways at the Atlas live event, November 3rd, okay. This is a special deluxe limited edition set. Okay?
But is it really Paul?
It's probably fall. It has to be fall. But he actually says on here, on the song Gratitude, if you play it backwards, okay, he supposedly says, "Who is this now? I was Willie Campbell." On this, so whoever gets this can play it backwards and let us know. But this is a special limited edition set. It's got 2 unreleased bonus tracks and 3 unreleased bonus tracks. It's got audio commentary by Paul describing the music. And this is going to be one of the giveaways at the live event. What do you think about that? Only the best for you guys, okay?
Wow.
See that? And that just happened to fall in my hands by accident. Before and then I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, I just got that when I saw that. Now, a lot of people are wondering, has Paul McCartney ever been in a horror film? And the answer is no.
Can we show it? Oh.
But, do you know what Paul McCartney's favorite horror film is? What would you guess?
Dracula.
No. His favorite horror film of all time is allegedly, supposedly,
possibly, we don't know for sure, but could be true.
Alien.
No, but then he wasn't alive when it was made.
Well, I mean,
allegedly,
I'm sorry,
possibly,
it's
maybe, we don't
Billy
know for sure.
Shear's favorite film was Alien, because he loved that chest bursting scene. What do you think about that, Denny? That's so exciting.
TMM Pod says he's been in a few horrors.
He really worked for that one. Let's give him something.
I said he'd been in a few horrors. So everybody understood what was going on.
So that was it. Now, if you want to investigate more, just go on YouTube, okay? And you can go down a rabbit hole of looking up all this stuff. It's a lot of fun, okay? It can hurt your head. And I always end up believing that it's true. But while you're on YouTube...
That's good stuff.
Check out the segue.
Oh,
while you're on YouTube...
While you're on YouTube...
I want you to run over to the Midnight Pods page, okay? Because on that page... And speaking of the devil...
Speaking of the devil...
Speaking of the devil... Here he is.
The
bearded wolf himself.
Doing good. Here, hang on a minute. Rich was just giving us the info here.
That's right. Here, so I speak of him and he calls. That's kind of connection we have on the Midnight Movie. Hello, Wolf.
What's up? Been working hard. Been working very hard.
He has been working very hard, which I was just talking. Whoa.
He's been working very hard around the G spot.
The camera doesn't hang up there too good. He's been working very hard around the G spot, but he's been working very hard on our the Midnight Pods page, Movie Pods page on YouTube. Now, there's over 103 videos.
Well, we've been doing that YouTube thing.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's getting ready to go.
Yeah, that's
bring us up to. Hang on.
That's what I'm bringing on now.
Just listen.
If you go into Midnight Movie Pods on YouTube, okay, we need you to subscribe. There's over 103 videos on there. Everything from skitaculars to tributes to Dick Goddard, tributes to Superhost. We got the Bearded Wolf's own skits that he puts on there. We got movie mashups. We got movies on there. We got everything, soup to nuts. And for the past few Saturday nights, okay, at midnight, okay, we've been doing movies with the live chat. For a couple of us hosts hop on there and we go back and forth with the fans. We have a great time. Chris Cross has been on there with us, and Delmar, Ralph Lambert. We have a good time. And guess what? Super top secret special announcement. Do you want to make it, Wolf?
Well, after years and years and years, well, let's just say 25 plus years, we got us a little special coming on to celebrate our anniversary.
All right.
And because it's so special, we want more people to see it, that we're going to have it at 10 p.m. this Saturday.
10 p.m. this
10
Saturday.
p.m. this Saturday.
So, to recap, all right, it's our special, long-awaited 25th anniversary show where we talk about a lot of stuff, some of our favorite skits, some of our memories over the years. There's no movie, right?
No movie, just over 2 hours of just us.
2 hours of just us talking about the things you always wanted to know about.
How we got
show,
started.
How we got started, skits, all that fun stuff at a special time, 10 o'clock this Saturday night, okay? Join us. Tell your friends. Subscribe. We need subscriptions now. We want to move these subscribers up. We got to get it up to at least 300 subscribers, okay? That's our goal for now. So tell your friends. Tell people that you know, hey, subscribe to this, okay? It's a lot of fun. Join us this Saturday night for the special. Hey, you'll be amongst the first people to see this, even before our TV audiences see it, okay? So tune in this Saturday night, 10 o'clock. I bet the Bearded Wolf's going to be on there. I'll be on there. Hopefully Big Denty will pop in, Triv, for a special episode. And have fun, all right? But we need people. We want to build this page up so we can even do more on it. So subscribe. Get on there. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors.
And
all right?
those who want a little quick teaser,
Yep.
here you go. Bam.
Rocco and the gang wanted me to do this midnight movie anniversary special. Well, it's all done, but it's over 2 hours long. And I don't know what to cut because it's all good. Hey, what are y'all doing here? Ha! Since you're here and you dropped on by, maybe you can help me. Here. Y'all tell me what you think.
Boom, right now.
Oh.
If you go on the Midnight Movie Pods, okay, you can see a teaser. He just posted up there. So you get a little
That, or you
taste
posting it on here? You posting it live now?
on YouTube.
There it is.
Where?
YouTube live right there in
The
front
link.
of us.
The link is right there.
Link is right there. Don't click it yet.
Yeah.
You know, wait a little bit, you know, until we're
Yeah.
done doing our
We don't got
Yeah.
that much more though, but check it out. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see it. Hey,
Raven. Seriously.
Bearded Wolf worked extra hard on this because he had to gather up all the clips that we talked about, photos, pictures, and so it's going to be great. That's why it's 2.5 hours long. So get your nap in early in the morning. But looking forward to that. Thank you, Bearded Wolf, for that,
Awesome.
as always. And that site, I'm telling you, guys, you go on there. I talk about going down the rabbit hole. You can go down the rabbit hole of fun on that page. Even the Bearded Wolf's got his own skits that he puts on there. They're hilarious. You don't see those on the show. You got to check them out, all right? Just for those. So,
He might be camera snore, but he's something totally opposite, working
yeah.
on the
Yeah,
pad.
he's kicking butt on the YouTube, all right? Speaking of kicking butt, all right? You guys all know that we're featured on the Monster Channel with so many other shows like ours, okay? They treat us good there. We're on every Monday night double feature. Well, guess what, guys? The Monster Channel needs a little help because it's all done by a couple of guys called Fourth Castle Micromedia, okay? They're not making no money. They're doing this for the passion of it, but, you know, it costs money to do these things. So they're looking for, you know, possible PayPal donations that go directly to the programmer and operator of the channel, okay? So there's no, like, fancy falutin', your money being siphoned off. It's going right to this, to operate this page. So check it out. If you get a chance, go to themonsterchannel.com and see how you can donate, okay? You can donate as little as $5, $10, whatever. But help keep these favorite shows on the air, okay?
Bearded Wolf has left us.
She has left us, probably because I was yapping, but we do have to continue with the show. How about the new news now we can spread that we are now officially on Infinity Cable in Minneapolis. Minneapolis. So we're on the Minneapolis, so we are infecting other states now, okay? So we're not in Spectrum anymore, but that's okay. We just keep going. We'll go here, we'll go there, we'll go everywhere. So you cannot lose the Midnight Movie.
Thank you, Kurt. He said he's already subscribed and watched it.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
It's easy to do. If Kurt can do it, anybody can do it. That's not a slam. But we can also catch us on COX Cable, The Bat. You can catch us on Wadsworth City TV, where Mark Pinto says is a good place to go if you want to check out archive shows. He says go on to Wadsworth City TV archives, and you can watch backlog shows. That's where he watches a lot of our more current shows. Also, New York 48, which is on the StreamOnABudget app on your Roku. All right, 5 nights a week they're playing us. Vortex. Vortex is just celebrating 14 years, I believe, of Monsters. So Vortex Online, MidnightMovie.net. So many places that you can see us. All right. Of course, like I said earlier, our live event is November 3rd. The votes, hey, it's up. All right, we're ready for your votes.
Up.
Here's the list that you got to choose from. Think carefully and then vote. Only one vote per person.
And we would like you if you vote. It'd be nice if you actually came.
Yeah, and then bring people with you because you know we're going to have a good time. We always do.
Like to pack the house.
And look,
we've come close.
Yeah, we're getting
we're
getting bigger. We're getting bigger. But the prizes, we're already gathering up the prizes. That's a good prize right there. The Paul McCartney Special Deluxe Limited Edition. That's a pretty good prize. Here are the movies, okay? Trick or Treat. That's with Gene Simmons is in it there. The Cat's Eye. The Burning. Old Tom Savini, one of his early movies. Amityville Horror Part 2. The one with the cute girl in it. The Descent, where they go down into a cave. Night of the Creeps. Ooh, that's like a night of creepiness. Dead and Buried. Cujo. Maximum Overdrive. We got a lot of Stephen King represented on here, it looks like. Wrong Turn. Outland. The Funhouse. Oh, I was going to wear my Funhouse. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, the original. Made for TV. And Swamp Thing. So
good choices.
Go on the Facebook page, vote, and what we're going to do is, after a while, we'll see which ones aren't getting your votes, and we whittle it down. If your one you voted for gets whittled out, then go back and vote for one of the other ones. Then
Raven says Trick or Treat. He said Night of the Creeps gave him bathroom issues.
Okay, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
So,
Well, don't care. It's in your bathroom.
Well, you have to go on our Facebook page and vote. You can't vote here, Raven. I don't think.
No.
So we're not voting. You got to go to a poll, right? An official poll.
Yeah. You can only vote once. You only vote once.
You'll vote once. No hanging chads, and that's not a.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a remark. There you go. He's touching
no hanging chads.
He's touching Chad's ball set. Woo! All right, so that's
think carefully.
Up. That's coming up November 3rd. Okay, November 9th and 10th. The boys are going to be at the Akron Comic-Con.
Not only that, Dr. Midnight showing up.
He says so. You never know what's
Dr. Midnight showing up.
Okay, well, you guarantee that? Because Dr. Midnight does what Dr. Midnight
He's committed. He's cleared off his surgery schedule.
Okay, Dr. Midnight. So get your photos ready. Get your cameras ready to come and take some photos with Dr. Midnight. Okay, we're going to be hanging out there. We're going to have fun. Who knows what will happen? Beaver is going to be in the house from Leave It to Beaver. We're going to have Eddie
Raven's
Munster.
asking,
what?
No Zing?
No
we haven't
Zing?
seen Zing for a while.
You know what? Zing went into hiding. I think though Zing might rear his ugly face. Everybody has to take
Someday when we least expect it.
If you want Zing, people have to ask for him. Zing, 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 zing. Okay, because these things take time. You know, we can't get these
zings take time.
Yeah, these zings.
Zings
That's
take
a good one, Denny. These zings.
Thank you.
These zings take time.
These zings take
You
time.
can't just bring these top echelon celebrities like Dr. Midnight, Zing, in willy-nilly.
They get paid a lot to show up.
Yeah, I mean, we have to get the limo. It's a whole big thing.
Yeah.
But that there's fun. If you're looking for something to do before then, all right, September 28th and 29th, this is pretty cool, at the Medini If you're around here in this area, okay? It's not Medina.
Talking like Denny.
Yeah,
now.
talking like Denny.
Talking
My
like
mouth
Denny.
is getting tired of talking to him. The Medina County Fairgrounds is having the Collectors Fair, okay? Sponsored by Operation Fandom. Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 6 and 10 to 4. They're having a lot of cool guests like Cody Robinson from Halloween, Patricia Peters from Army of Darkness, Alan Robinson from Scream 2, Matt Godere from Scream, Tammy Aaron from The Adventures of Pippi Longstocking, and Kevin Ball from Jeepers Creepers, okay? Plus, I guess cosplays, collectibles, all kinds of stuff at the county fairgrounds. That's September 28th and 29th, 735 Lafayette Road in Medina, Ohio, okay? So look at that stuff, fun stuff to do. Netflix, okay? Netflix has just announced that their season 3 of their show Monster.
Kurt's leaving us.
Kurt, don't you go anywhere.
He
man.
said he has to leave us. He's been here all the whole time, so he's got to get going. But he says he'll see us Saturday night.
All
Cool,
right.
Kurt. Take care, buddy.
We'll see you
for
Saturday
checking
night.
in.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be watching September 22nd. Netflix has announced on their season 3 of their Monster, the show that they do, they're going to be doing Ed Gein. So they're going to present the Ed Gein story starring Charlie Hunnam as Ed Gein. This season, which starts September 19th, that's today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Today. You probably watch it right now. They're doing the Lyle and Eric Mendez story about those two weirdos that killed their parents and then were living in the house and spending their money and stuff. So that started today, and the next season.
Nobody get any ideas.
No, do not get any ideas because it didn't work out for them. Now they're in prison for a long, long time. But that's coming up. We're doing so much. We're doing such good stuff here. We did that live event. We're doing good, Danny.
Raven said he's heard they're doing a remake of Ed Gein.
That's what I just said.
Well,
On
you
Netflix.
just said it too.
Netflix season 3, Raven. Monster, show Monster. They did Dahmer, and then Lyle and Eric Mendez, and then
Dahmer was a good show.
Dahmer was good, and this Mendez will probably be good too.
Man.
Just imagine what they're going to do with Ed Gein. Yep. Oh, here we. Okay, Denny. We'll see we're going to see how strong and tough Denny is. Okay, inside this hermetically sealed box. Okay, and I know it was hermetically sealed because a hermit did it.
Okay.
All right, hermetically sealed box, which I am now going to crack open. See that? I broke the seal.
Oh my gosh.
All right, and now I have to crack the vault open. Okay. I have to remember to. Uh-oh. Do that again, just like when I was in high school. Can never get my locker open. From those bullies. One more time. I think I'll get it this time, Danny. I practiced on this too. I practiced. What the? What the? What's going on? Danny, I opened it several times. All right. Well, it said go past it twice, right? Once, twice. There. Now. Don't you hate when stuff don't go right? It's broke. It's got to be broke. See if you can open it. There's a on the bottom. See, it doesn't want it. It doesn't want to be exposed. I opened it several times, so to make sure I could open it. See if Big Denty can open the locker. It's going to be worth it once we get it open.
Quiet. I'm listening to the tumblers.
I can't hear him. It shouldn't take that long. It's only got 2 digits. There you go. Oh, and what do we have, Denny? What do we have inside there?
There's a dollar.
There's a dollar. Don't worry about the dollar.
Don't worry about the dollar.
That's my first dollar I earned at the strip club.
There's a bunch of stickers.
There's some stickers. I earned those too.
There's a bunch
I had
of
to go
stickers.
strategic places.
But Oh, dare I ask what year these are from? Yeah.
Yes, Denny.
Oh,
We found on set down at G-Spot Monday, we found
beer jelly beans.
we found a box of beer jelly beans from like 2020,
2021.
2021. These
That's when they expired.
These beat that. These are pre-COVID.
Holy cow!
Will we taste them today?
Oh hell yes!
All right. So these are pre-COVID.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let's see. It says best before.
Yeah. Best before.
November 7, 2020.
So that was pre-COVID.
Boy, these should be really aged.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm taking 2.
I took a whole handful. Tastes like beer.
They do taste like
They're
beer.
hard.
They're a little hard. Not as hard as smog balls, but
No. They got a good beer flavor to them, though.
Doc says next week tune in to watch paint dry.
Oh,
Hey,
shut up,
come on,
Doc.
Doc, give us a break here, buddy.
That's called theatricalism. We can't edit this
Hey,
crap.
don't. You know, actually,
They're good.
that's getting pretty good.
Yeah.
Guess we'll have to break those out at the set.
These are pre-COVID.
Wow.
I think these came from Ed and Hollis. Shout out to Ed and Hollis many moons ago. Give me a number so we can wrap
Need
this
a
up.
number so we can
We'll
wrap it up.
And make sure you call the hotline. Here's where we're getting a number. Call the hotline. Don't do a Ralph Lambert. You can only leave a short message because
Raven says he enjoys bubble gum and beer. But Raven, what kind of bubble gum, buddy? Answer us that. Inquiring minds wants to know, Raven.
Well, I like chewing bubble gum and drinking beer, and we're all out of bubble gum.
Yeah.
That was a line or something from him. Sure, it's a movie, right? Oh, you know what else I didn't do?
Well, we got page 30.
Page 30. Page 30.
Email that Rondo guy.
Who did?
Regular bubble gum. What regular bubble gum? Come on,
Bazooka
Raven.
Bazooka Joe? That's my favorite.
Page 30.
Page 30. All right. You asked for it. Didn't see his Papa on there today? Papa
Bear?
Not Papa Bear. Well, is Papa Bear on
Oh,
there?
Grandpappy? No.
Grandpappy's on today? We didn't get no William Schaefer, Bill Schaefer?
No.
Wow. All right. Amanda. It's called Amanda's. Hey, it's for you, Amanda.
Amanda.
Yeah. Amanda, you didn't tell us you have a situation comedy. By the way, shout out to George. If you're watching, George was going to tune in today. He says, I met this gentleman named George today out shopping at a certain store, which we won't say what it is. But he used to work with Big Chuck and Hoolihan Big Chuck and those guys refereeing their basketball games, and we might do an interview with them.
Raven said it's regular like Bazooka Joe.
He has some fun stories. That's why I like Bazooka Joe. Or Hubba Bubba. Hubba Bubba? Hubba Bubba? Is that it?
Oh, yeah, you're reading. Hubba Bubba. You're about to read about Amanda.
All right, Amanda.
Hubba Bubba.
Situation comedy. It's 1983. Guess who stars in it? Now, this is interesting. It stars Beatrice Arthur. Maud.
B. Arthur?
Yeah. So she must have squeezed it in, right? Between Maud and then and the Golden Girls. She had to squeeze this one in. And it didn't last too long. So maybe that's why I got squeezed in. It also had Fred McCarran. Never heard of him. Simone Griffith. Rick Hurst. We all know Rick Hurst. Rick Hurst was from the Dukes of Hazzard. He was one of those deputies, Rick Hurst, I believe. Tony Rosato. Makes good ice cream. And Kenny Curtis, he went on to star in his own show, remember, where he was a sheriff, a hillbilly black sheriff down south. Remember that show?
Nope.
You don't remember that?
Nope.
That's Kenny Curtis, pretty sure. And Kevin McCarthy from one of those famous science fiction movies, The Pod People, or whatever it is. Or It Conquered Earth, I think. One of those. B. Arthur returned briefly to series television. Returned briefly? Wasn't she always in series television?
So she returned.
Yeah, but it said briefly. Well, briefly because it got canceled, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this obvious copy of the popular British series Fawlty Towers. That's not the only show that's ever based on that show, Faulty Towers. Amanda was a formidable owner of Amanda's by the Sea. Okay? A homey little hotel overlooking the Pacific. Now, what most people don't realize that after the Golden Girls actually had another season where the Golden Girls actually opened a hotel, like a resort hotel. Did you know that, Denny?
No.
The whole season of Golden Girls opened a hotel.
Hey,
Little known fact.
From the Bearded
Well,
Wolf.
there it is. A bunch of handsome gentlemen from the Bearded Wolf. Here's a word, Denny. Oh, my Lord. Fractious? What's that mean?
Flatulous? They were farting.
Not that. The
New York
fractious
farts. They can only imagine how they smell.
That would smell like. The staff included Marty, her hotel management graduate son, Arlene, his spoiled and cityfied wife, Earl, the excitable chef, and Aldo, the confused bellhop. Stories concerned burnt steaks, fussy guests, travel guide riders who had to be impressed, and the threatening banker, Mr. Monday, who was always about to foreclose. In the last few episodes, brother-in-law Zach showed up to meddle and to woo Amanda. So the brother-in-law is wooing Amanda?
Woo! Amanda.
Woo! The brother-in-law?
Woo!
Woo! So that was Amanda Situation Comedy, 1983, and that's it. All right.
It's just fun saying, woo, Amanda.
Woo, Amanda. All right, what else?
All right.
Good.
That's about it.
That's about it. That's about all we got time for.
Hey, Bearded Wolf, if you're still listening. So when are you going to post that? What's that going to be like, dude? Yeah, they posted that what I showed you there. He had a little picture of our lovely faces and all that.
Maybe that's going to be the blurb for the show. Don't forget, Saturday night at 10 o'clock special time. It's early, okay? So you can tune in, see the show. It's going to be a lot of fun, memories, some old clips, fun stuff.
There's some good stuff there. It's like,
no movie to slow us down.
You learn a lot about how we got started, how we get in, and how these.
It's not talky though. It's just boom. It's like we're remembering things. You're going to see stuff. It moves, it jumps, it dances, it does dooba.
It's
going to
locked
be fun
again, so you'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't open, but you must have had the magical touch.
I told you I was listening for the tumbler.
Okay.
Guess you're backing out, huh? We're done.
Have a great weekend.
We're at our way. It's after 1.
It's after 1. To do. We're gonna send you down the road.
Love everybody. Thank you for joining in. Tell people about it. They can go in. It's saved. You can go back in later on and watch it. In case you missed something, or you're sitting around with some friends or something, and say, "Hey, watch these guys."
Shout out to Nur Elam.
What?
Nur Elam is watching. It says
Nur Elam.
Nur N-U-R Elam.
Nur Elam.
Hi, Nur.
Hey, Nur. If you knew Nur, like
anyway.
So
just
hey guys, everyone take care.
Look at that, my finger.
We'll see you Saturday.
Saturday
at 10.
Saturday at 10
for the special anniversary edition of
show.
the Midnight Movie.